Hey guys, Jason here. So I got my tools out earlier and I was going to pull down the Thermodyne, take it down, and maybe put my 500 watt back up there, my Missouri Wind and Solar 500 watt. But the winds keep coming up. Every time I grab my tools and get the ladder out and everything to get up there. So right now the wind is dead again. So if I grab the tools and stuff to go do that, it would probably start blowing again. So I'm just gonna wait. It's getting kind of late in the day now. I mean, you look around and you see how foggy it is, everything. So not much for solar or wind. So anyway, man, I'm shaking my camera over. Okay, so it's cold out here. We're at like 36 degrees right now outside, last I checked. My little 500 watt tail. Woohoo! Gotta get that back up. But anyway, I thought I would show you a little bit of work I did out here. Let me turn on the light. There we go. Okay, so I switched my solar incoming power to here. I also switched my grid ties around a little bit. The sun grid ties, I like them much better. They kick on earlier and they seem to stack together a lot better when you're running them. This little grid tie comes on at like 14 volts and it didn't work so well. So I just put it on 12 volt solar on my 12 volt solar panels that are on the house, and right now it comes down and plugs into right here. And then this is my 24 volt solar, plugs into here. Let's see what else. Oh, my little MPP charge controller. So I had it hooked up right up here. It was hooked to right there, and it worked. But the problem is that this thing, when the batteries reach the voltage that you set it at, right now I have it set at 13.7. You guys probably can't really see that. But anyway, when it reaches that voltage, it turns off. But then it turns right back on again. And so when it every time it turns off, the grid ties would try to turn on, and then it would turn right back on again to charge the batteries again, and then the grid ties would turn off. And so it was turning them on and off and on and off and on, and so that was not very good. I thought that might be bad for the grid ties. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the charge controller on a three-way switch. So up would be for the grid tie, and then in the middle is turned all the way off, and then down would be for the charge controller. And I'm going to do the same thing with my 12 volt solar panels. So that way I can just turn on if I want to charge the batteries or turn it off. And let's see, anything else going on? Oh, still have not got the little amp gauge wired up. That's 10 wires that I have to do and solder them and the connections and stuff. So I have not done that yet. It's too cold. I work out here for about an hour and then I gotta go in to get warmed up again. Let's see. Oh, the voltage on that I have my charge controller set is a little lower than the voltage that the dump load controller is set. The dump load controller is set at like 14.2 volts, where the dump load will kick on, and then charge controller is set at 13.7 volts. So that's when it turns off. So that way I'm balancing. It doesn't. The solar panels don't charge the batteries up enough to kick the dump load on. The dump load is only for the wind turbines. If the power goes out in the wind turbines, here's my wind turbines coming in right here, come in there, and then this is just a battery isolator, like a big diode, one-way diode, and right now it goes up to the grid ties, which are these two right here, the 10.8 to 30 volt grid ties, because I'm running 12 volt turbines. Or the power, if those turn off, the power goes straight down and through another little fuse, because I got my fuses on them, and then that power will go straight down into my battery bank. And then that way it always keeps a load on my turbines, and I don't have to worry about switching anything or whether I'm home or not. I know this dump load will control my battery voltage and not let it get too high. So yeah, I got some more stuff on order from eBay, and keep adding to my system here. I plan on adding another 2 more solar panels at least this year, 24 volt solar panels, so I can have both of my grid ties plugged in, because my 22 to 60 volt grid ties right there, those are for my 24 volt solar panels, and that little charge controller is to charge my 12 volt battery bank off of my 24 volt solar panels. And I also have a nice good design for my solar panel rack that's going to go out in this area back in here. So anyway, just thought I'd give you an update what's going on. Not much, but so thanks for watching, you guys. Talk to you later.